There we go.
Does it work? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, good morning, day 8. Sorry, I feel like it is super dark up in her. Okay, there we go. Good morning. Happy August 1st. So, today's topic is practice what you preach. And I'm super excited to do it. But as you all know, how I get started before we get writing, talking anything, we are gonna don't mind my ball now, okay? It's fine. We're gonna plant our feet, close our eyes, 3 deep breaths. Last one. Okay, so all distractions away. Make sure that you have your phone down. Your kids are somewhere else so you can hone in on what we're talking about, and let's get into it. So I titled today, which is day 8, practice what you preach, because for the past week we have been working on ourselves. We've reset our mind, we've said what we want, we've shifted our mindset, we've opened our heart, we have regained faith in ourselves, we have figured out how to know what season of life and business and all the things that we're in, and we vision casted yesterday. So now it's time to get to the very nitty gritty, something that me and my girl were just literally talking about, is practice what you preach. Now, when I say that, I'm going to say this. I'm not an in your face kind of girl. I'm very subtle about what I say because I respect people's feelings. But on the other hand, when you keep coming at me like a rabid person, I'm gonna come at you the same. I'm gonna give you the same energy you give me. Let's just put it that way. So many times I will hear, "This doesn't work. This doesn't work. This doesn't work." But when do you take that step back and say, "Okay, this has worked for 25,000 million other people. Why is it not working for me? What do I need to change so that it can work? Or what am I doing wrong that those other 25,000 million people did right?" So it's like a reality check. And that's literally what today is. Today is a reality check. I was just telling somebody that sometimes I feel like you get to a certain point and then it's like you stop. Something happens and you stop. I'm I'm woman enough to say that happens to me too. I'm strong enough person in myself that I can say things don't always go the way that I want them to. And sometimes, yeah, I do get a little down on myself. Sometimes I do take a step back when I should be taking steps forward. I'm an adult enough to say that does happen to me. But when you can know what it is, you can recognize it, and you can move forward, is when the real growth comes in. So you have to learn to practice what you preach. You have to learn to be the leader that you say you want to be. If you want to be let's just say, Ruby leader, you are now leading 3 people. Those 3 people are looking up to you. Those 3 people are going to watch you. Those 3 people are going to do everything that you're doing. So if your team is not moving forward, you have to look at yourself and say, okay, am I being the best distributor on my team to move us forward? And it's the same with your personal life. If my son isn't eating, am I doing everything possible to get him to eat what I want him to eat? Am I introducing it to him every day? Am I not being sidetracked by something else? Am I being intentional about what I want for my son? If the answer is no, you got to figure it out. Okay, maybe if I do this 21 days straight of me giving him stuff at a certain time in a certain place in a certain area, whatever, if we go out or whatever, we do the same routine, Maybe after those 21 days, he'll do what I really want him to do. Maybe if I stay on him more, then it'll happen. It's the same with your business. If you start out being consistent and you fall off, jump back on the wagon and do the same things all over again. Something that just came to me was block scheduling, because I love schedules, don't get me wrong. But since I've been home, it's like, but I could ease this in there, or I could take that out. It gets a little too flexible. So now I see why people say if you work a regular job, you got it made, because you know the time that you have to give. People that stay home, oh, you really got to be disciplined. Like, you got to be way disciplined. Because it is so easy for me to be like, yep, I'm getting off this Zoom. I'm tired. I'm going to take my water and my tiredness, and I'm going upstairs. I'm going to go lay down. I'm going to go sleep for another 2 hours. But guess what? Those are 2 hours that I could have posted. I could have messaged. I could have added friends. And then I can go take a nap, because guess what? All the things are done. But it's when you take and don't do the things, and you just fall off, and then you don't come back, that your business starts to suffer. You got to feed your business every day. You got to feed your child every day. They just go hand in hand. So I hope that helped, because I know it helped me, because I know for me personally, I have to sit back sometimes, and I try to do this once a week and see, okay, what worked for me this week? What didn't work for me this week? What can I change? What do I need to keep the same? And it changes every week. It changes every month. So where last month I was able to go live and do the things, this month that may not fit in my schedule. I may decide to write more posts, because people love to read too. I mean, I at least hope they do. Or I could post more on my stories, or I could be a little more interactive than I was. There's always, there's always room for growth. And that's another, oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm having heartburn, but I haven't had anything. But I feel like there's always room for you to grow. There's always room for you to change. And that's another thing that I love about this business, is that nothing stays the same. It's always constantly moving. It's always changing in some way, shape, and fashion or form. And let me add this in. I looked at Mark Pentecost's page. Well, as soon as I went on Facebook, he popped up and he's like, I hope y'all are ready for August, because big things are coming. So that leads me into the next part of this. I'm just going to give y'all what y'all need today. Your ass need to be on that Zoom tonight. And if you're not on that Zoom tonight, I hope Caitlin's recording it. Your ass need to watch it. And Caitlin, I think you need to give us some homework to make sure that we did watch it. Because I'm just saying, if you don't know where the hell you're going to be stuck. You're going to be stuck. I'm not going to be stuck. Because Caitlin, I'm going to be in her inbox so much, she's going to be like, damn, I need to mute her too. Just saying. Like, you got to show up. You got to practice what you preach. And if you want to be an amazing person in this business, if you want to be an amazing mom, if you want to be an amazing anything, you got to put the work in, and you got to practice what you preach. You got to do it. It's not a oh, I want to do it. It's a oh, I need to do that, like now, like right now. So I hope somebody got a blessing out of that, because I know I did. I gave myself a blessing. So thank you, Jesus, for the call. Hi, cutie. Hi. Oh my God, those eyes. Oh, you're so cute. All right, so we're gonna get into the journaling part. So I always put the date at the top, and then I always put whatever the title is. So practice what you preach. And we always start with 6 things we're grateful for. And DJ's over there acting cray again. You done, Caitlin? Okay. So, because I said practice what you preach, and because we're going into this new month, I feel like new months, new beginnings bring on new things that we need to do, new things that we need to overcome. Um, so I want us to write down 5 things that we need to improve on this month. It doesn't all have to be business, it could be some personal, but just 5 things that you yourself need to improve on. Okay. So now we're going to put 5 things that can help you overcome the things you need to improve on. So, if something you need to improve on is waking up early, something that can help you is setting an alarm or going to bed a little bit earlier so you can wake up a little bit earlier. Okay, so now that we have addressed what things we want to do, now that we've addressed what we need to do to overcome them, I want to get into Lord help me. Whatever it is you need help with, whatever Whatever you feel he needs to know right now about the season that you're in, let's get it out. That way that it'll be out there. It won't feel like such a burden and we can eventually, I'm sorry, we can overcome it as it comes along. It won't seem like such a burden. Okay. So I want us to write down now what scares us. So, Lord, my fear is, and let's just get that out there too. Okay. So now that we've written down what our fears are, I want us to write down things that we are. I want to affirm whatever whatever fear you have, whatever doubt is already there, the things that you've asked God to help you with. I want us to say what we are. Okay. So now I want Caitlin to give us some love and encouragement before we end this and go into our three tasks of the day. But I want her to give us some tips on practicing what you preach and how to just a snippet of what we're going to get tonight because I know tonight she's really going to get into it, but I really want to get some insight from her on how to practice what you preach.
Um, Basically, what I would say is if you're going to put something into the world, don't put something negative about yourself. So I believe in what you speak into the world is what you get in the world. So if you're speaking into the world, I suck at enrolling customers, or I can't enroll distributors, or something where it says like I can't or I'm not, that's what you're going to get in life. And if you start speaking, I am a mass enroller, I am a mass enroller of distributors, I'm a mass enroller of customers, I'm a good leader. And it's not just about your business, too. I have to tell myself that I'm a good mom. So I am a good mom. I am a wonderful mom. My kids are fed. My kids are healthy. My kids have a roof over their head. It's all about speaking what you want into the world and speaking great things about yourself, not all of those negative things, because once you start speaking those negative things, you're going to get reciprocated with negative things. You're going to get the doubt and the self-worry and everything that comes with it. And that's where I needed help with. And these journaling Zooms have definitely helped with that. I had a lot of self-doubt and self-love issues. I was feeling lost. I didn't know what I was feeling at all. And like speaking good about myself, whether it be writing it down or speaking it out loud or, talking to somebody, it made me feel better. And that's how I would go about preaching or practice what you preach.
Awesome. I love that. And he's so cute. Hi,
Say hi. Bye. No, you said hi.
he's so cute. So I love that, and I'm definitely going to be practicing what is preached because I know sometimes it is so easy to just say what you can't do and say what is not going right. But the more you say what is going right, or the more you're thankful for what you have and what you're trying to obtain, the more it does come back to you. And I'm a firm believer in that as well. So, three things that we're going to do today is we are going to share with our person or people or the world, whoever, um, the things that you've learned today about practicing what you preach. Bless somebody else the same way that you've been blessed. Create goals for August. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I love to create just a blueprint of what I want, be it a house, be it my personal business, whatever. I love to create goals for myself. So if you get into the habit, first day of the month, last day of the month, whenever you do it, but have a goal for that month, a goal for that week, or however you want to do it. That way you hold yourself accountable because you have it written down and you've spoke it out as well. And the last thing is get your asses on this kickoff Zoom. Make sure y'all are watching the Sunday night family calls because people always asking me what's going on in the company. You need to know yourself. Mark Pentecost page every Sunday, unless they change it. You need to follow these top leaders and make sure that you stay abreast of what's going on. If you want to succeed, follow them. Do not add them because they probably will block you. Um, reach out for help. If you're a leader and you feel like you're in a rut, reach out to another leader. It doesn't have to be somebody on your team, somebody that you can relate to, somebody that's gonna kick you in your ass if you need it. You don't need somebody that's gonna, oh, it's gonna be okay. No, you need somebody that's gonna be like, girl, come on, let's get this shit and let's do it now. So those are major things. I know Mark just went live on his page about August, so I'm super excited. We're about to hop off here, but if anybody needs anything, you can always message one of us, the host to post chat. add us as a friend. We won't block you. I mean, I won't block you. I don't know about other leaders, but I won't block you if you add me as a friend. You just have to say, "Hey, I'm on your team too," because I will send you a host of post message if I don't know who you are. Just saying. But I hope that this helped you guys. It will be up on YouTube soon, and I love y'all. And we will be back tomorrow. Bye.